Hey everybody, and welcome to the Balanced Bodywork Business YouTube channel. I'm so excited you are here. Today we're going to be talking about something I find to be extremely relevant no matter what the economy is doing, no matter what politics are doing, no matter what is showing up in the world and in your business. You get to be in control of your own economy in your own little universe. And today I'm going to show you a small piece of how to do that. So if you're not familiar with me, hi, hello. My name is Erin. I practice in Aurora, Colorado, and I've been a massage therapist for 14 years. The past four years, I have been helping and mentoring massage therapists to create balanced, profitable, peaceful businesses that support their values, that support their big, hairy, audacious, beautiful dreams and goals in a way that's fully in alignment. So if that sounds like something you want to create, you are in the right place. So let's get right into it. Today I want to talk about how to recession-proof your business. Okay, so this is a really big topic, and I find that it is timeless, really. It can be useful at a time when the economy feels really uncertain, when your community feels a little unstable as far as finances in particular, or even if you're just feeling a little bit on uneven ground in your own business. Okay, so you can use this at any time, and I actually strongly recommend using these strategies well before you feel like you need them, right? So what that means is using these strategies and these tactics it's going to be way more helpful for you if you use this in preparation as opposed to reactively. We want you to be using this stuff proactively so that anytime something shows up in the economy or something that's out of your control in the bigger world, your foundation is already so super strong and stable and ready to go that you can turn around and you can rely on your business, and you don't have to worry about if you're going to be able to make the bills, if you're going to be able to get those clients on your table, if you're going to be able to make the money, right? So, yeah, let's get into it. So, let's talk about how to make your massage practice recession proof. So, there are massage therapists who not only survive economic dips, right, but instead they actually grow during them. So that definitely happened to me towards the tail end of COVID stuff. Once we were allowed to go back to work, and even right before that, things were really, really crazy, steady, stable for me. And the difference is not luck. Okay, it's not like this stroke of luck or chance. It's not about your location. It's not whether you're niched down, super laser specific, or if you're really, really broad in the clients you serve. And it's not how long you've been in business either. Okay. The difference, honestly, is your strategy. It's your structure and your identity as a business owner. All of these things come together in a way that creates a rock solid foundation that cannot be shifted, altered, or changed, right? So today I want to walk you through why a lot of massage therapists struggle during economic shifts, some of the myths that keep you hustling instead of staying really, really stable. I also want to talk about the 5 pillars of a recession-proof practice. What to focus on right now for stability, safety, and sustainable growth in your business, and the shifts that are going to keep your practice really strong no matter what the economy does. So grab a notebook, please do take some notes, and let's get into it. So let's be super honest here. Most massage therapists, we are some of the most talented professionals out there, in my opinion. I'm biased, right? But I think we are just so incredibly skilled and talented. But we're almost never taught how to run a resilient or scalable business, right? So when the economy starts to get wobbly, a lot of us healers and feelers feel it hard. It usually comes down to 3 things, okay? 1, your dependence heavy. Your income depends almost entirely on hands-on hours. If you're sick, injured, tired, burnt out, or unavailable, revenue drops immediately. And I think a lot of us have experienced this to some degree or another, whether it was an injury, whether it was an illness, whether it was a holiday, whether it was inclement weather, right? If your hands aren't on bodies, you're going to be struggling financially, right? Number 2, you're missing stabilized systems. If your retention isn't strong, if rebooking isn't consistent, if messaging isn't absolutely magnetic, if clients don't know their next step, your business feels unpredictable, especially in a downturn. And then number 3, you're using hustle and working your ass off instead of a tried strategy. So that might look like more hours, more add-ons, more squeezing people in. And that's not resilient. You guys, that's not like a sustainable plan. That's just pure survival mode. So, economic pressure exposes these weaknesses that were already there. It just magnifies them. It's not that it's creating any sort of weakness, right? Because we can stay resilient, steady, busy, profitable during economic wobbles and changes and downturns. If you're experiencing some of these things and you believe the economy to be in a downturn, then it's just exposing and magnifying some of the weaknesses that were already there. And there's good news in here. Don't worry, right? Like, this means you are not powerless. You're not at the mercy of the economy or people cutting back. Okay, I get so tired of hearing that on Facebook normally, right? Where it's like, well, I think people are just like cinching down their spending. I think people are just like cutting back a little bit because of the interest rates, because of the economy, because of the president, because of the holidays. I don't care. That's just not, I just like don't subscribe to that mentality. And I don't want you subscribing to that mentality either. Don't. Your practice becomes recession proof when your structure is strong. So let's talk about what actually creates that. So let's clear some of these myths up right away. Because if we fall into any one of these traps, your practice, you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot. Okay. So number 1, I need to lower my prices. So price cutting during a recession is the fastest way to sink your business. I promise. Clients don't come to you because you're cheap. And if they do, let's have a different conversation about that. Okay. Your clients are coming to you because you solve a meaningful problem. Okay. Number 2, people won't spend on massage when things get really tough. Also, no, absolutely not. People invest even more heavily in their bodies, in stress relief, in pain relief, and mental health during high stress times. Okay. Number 3, more clients equals safety. No, not if you're exhausted, you're burnt out, or you're overfilled with inconsistent clients. 5 high-value, committed long-term clients are more recession-proof than 20 inconsistent ones. Myth number 4, if I post more, I will stay busy. I think all of us have fallen into this trap more than once. So posting more, whether it's on social media, even your Google My Business, wherever, really, it doesn't matter if the messaging isn't landing, okay? Your marketing needs clarity, not just chaos. So now that we're clear on what doesn't create stability, let's talk about what does. So these are the pillars I teach inside my Balanced Biz program. They are timeless, they are sustainable, and they work no matter what the economy is doing. So let's break it down. So number 1 is retention, your most recession-proof asset. So retention is everything. During economic uncertainty, people cut what feels optional, and they keep what feels essential. I'm going to repeat that. During economic uncertainty, people cut what feels optional and they keep what feels essential. If clients know their next step, if you have mapped out their long-term plan, if your work connects to a meaningful transformation, they are going to stay. Retention is going to skyrocket when you give clients a really clear roadmap, you speak directly to their pain points and their goals, you educate them consistently, your sessions solve the root and not just symptoms, and you show up with confidence and authority. Recession-proof massage practices don't rely on new clients. They rely on repeat clients who trust them deeply. So, pillar number 2 is messaging that cuts through the noise. People are overwhelmed during a recession. Confused clients will not buy. Clear clients buy super quickly. So your messaging must answer why you, why now, and why is this essential to me, right? When your content or whatever it might be, whether that's an ad, whether it's a social media post, whether it's an email, whether it's direct reach out, whether it's something in person, when it speaks to survival, stress reduction, pain relief, emotional regulation, long-term function, and feeling human again, people lean in because we know that massage is not a luxury, right? I'm tired of hearing you scream that from the mountaintops because you need to get a little bit more detailed about that. But massage, as we know, is maintenance for functioning adults. And your job is to make that incredibly clear. Okay. So, pillar number 3 is premium services that match your expertise. So, basic one off massages don't hold super strong in a recession, but transformational services really do. So, clients are going to be investing in outcomes and not minutes on a table. Whether it's recession or not, that's going to be the case. So, your recession proof offers should solve a specific high value problem for your clients, offer a deeper, more holistic experience, feel clear, focused, and differentiated, and be structured around results as opposed to time. So, whether it's pain relief, posture correction, prenatal support, stress resilience, TMJ relief, athletic recovery, people pay for solutions that matter. Okay. Pillar number 4 is strong systems that reduce your chaos. And if you guys have been in my world for more than 3.5 minutes, then you know that I'm an absolute junkie for systems. I love systems. Get everything out of your brain, put it into a process, and rinse and repeat, right? So during uncertain times, stability matters more than ever. Your systems have to support consistent communication, easy rebooking, predictable availability, simple client pathways, boundaries that protect your energy, reliable scheduling and reminders, and clear next steps after every single sessions. Systems create safety, not just for your clients, but for you too. And I will say here as well that when we're in a recession, like actually in a recession, there's a lot of pretend recessions happening right now, that can stir up a lot of fear. Even in a pretend recession, it can stir up a lot of fear. So when you're in that state in your nervous system, you are not in the best place. This is just a human trait to be making high level decisions or decisions that support your long term growth and your underlying stability at the same time. So we always like to address that and remember that and nurture that nervous system and create that stability from the inside out. Okay. So that's a lot of what we're doing here, and that's a lot of what systems do for you as well. You can create that stability from the inside out, and that gives your nervous system some ease, some space, and some sighs of relief, right? Lastly, pillar number 5 is a values-based identity. As a business owner, I cannot stress this enough. I really want this to hit home for you. This is the one that nobody really talks about, but it is the most important. Your nervous system, your identity, and your belief in your value matter the most during a recession. So if you're operating from fear, you will shrink, you will discount, you will overwork, or you will hide. But if you're operating from a deep sense of leadership, you get stronger, clearer, and more grounded. Okay. So, recession proof therapists know who they serve, know their value, know their boundaries, their capacity. They trust their business structure, and they don't collapse under temporary dips. They stay visible, anchored, and focused on serving deeply. Your identity is the foundation everything else rests on. Okay. So, now what? What do we do right now? So, if you want to start recession proofing your practice this week, here's what I would do immediately. Number 1, map out your client journey. Make sure every client knows exactly what comes next and why. A lot of this will come back to your signature system and your process, and that needs to be something that is so uniquely you and helps clients see themselves in every step of the process. This builds a lot of trust, builds a lot of rapport, and also helps position you as a very unique and incredibly professional expert, right? Number 2 is simplifying your messaging. So stop trying to talk to everyone. Speak clearly to the people who need your work the most. Okay? And don't lower your standards. Premium, committed clients stay consistent in all economic climates. I have seen that time and time and time again. So trust me when I say that people will prioritize both in time and in financial budget what they see to be valuable. Okay? So, number 4, I want you to tighten your systems. So, remember that a calm business breeds trust. A chaotic one repels people every single time. Take a look at your systems, reflect, get honest with yourself, and realize what needs to be shifted. It's not too late. Do that before weird things start happening in the economy or before people start really freaking out, okay? I also want you to build a premium offer, something that solves a meaningful problem and creates long-term stability. And lastly, most importantly, ground your nervous system. So, a regulated business begins with a regulated you, especially as healers, as feelers, as energetic humans who are all up in people's business. We need to make sure that we are coming from a grounded, calm, spacious place in our nervous system, in our body, in our mind, right? So, that should really come first. So, if this episode helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. What is one pillar you want to strengthen first? And if you want more support, if you want to build a business that is super stable, profitable, and balanced no matter what the economy is doing, I teach all of this and so much more inside my Balance Biz program. If you want details, drop BB in the comments or check the link below because you can have a recession-proof practice no matter what. You can grow even when the world feels shaky, and you don't have to do it by hustling harder, and you sure as shit don't have to do it alone. You can do it by building smarter in a community. So I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for being here.